Hey everyone, welcome to the Move More YouTube channel. My name's Marissa. You guys ready to move more? Let's do it! Today we'll be enjoying some nice yoga class, just to relax, just to kind of help challenge us a little bit, but also to help us feel really good and relaxed by the time we're done. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our feet hip width apart, and knees are gonna be underneath our hips. We're gonna be standing up nice and tall. I'm tucking my tailbone under, pulling my belly button in, lifting up nice and tall, chest up, slightly tuck the chin back, and let's draw our arms down by our side. And we're gonna begin with our breath. If you'd like to close your eyes, now is a good time to do that. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And let's push it out with the mouth. In through the nose. And push it out with the mouth. Actively push. I'd really like you to focus on that today. In through the nose. And push the air out. Just 2 more times on your own. Starting to feel it get a little more steady. Feeling the shoulders a little bit more relaxed. On our next inhale, I'd like you to draw your arms up overhead. Reach those fingertips up to the ceiling. My palms are now facing each other. My shoulders are pressed down and back. We're just going to leave our arms elevated for a few breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep that same breath work going. On this next exhale, we're going to dive forward. So I'm turning my palms, leading with my hands, pushing down, slowly hinging at the waist. And once I hit halfway, I'm just going to begin to let my arms fall to the floor. And just let yourself fold. Let the chin fall. You can just slightly bend your knees back and forth. Move in any pose, however it feels good. And keep that breath going in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's nod our head yes. And then shake your head no. And relax the chin in the center. We're going to inhale halfway. We're going to lift up, placing the hands at the shins. Really push the shoulders back. When we exhale, fold back down. We're going to slightly bend those knees. And when we inhale, we're rolling everything back up. Let the chin and the chest be the last thing that rise. And focus up. Inhale, take the arms overhead. And on our exhale, draw the arms down. We're going to bring those arms behind us, and let's just begin to lace those fingertips together. Really draw the shoulders down, really open the chest, lift up with the chest, looking up slightly. So I like to look where the wall and the ceiling meet. That's my focus. Keep the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. Release the hands, wiggle the fingers out, and now let's spread our feet apart. So both of my toes are still facing towards the front. I'm just spreading my hips. I'm wider than hip width apart, so I'm probably about 3.5 feet wide here. And just to where we can get comfortable. Take the arms up overhead. Now on our exhale, lower the left and then begin to reach to the left with the right arm. Keep the tummy tight. Keep those tailbone tucked under. Try not to get anything weird here. We want to keep everything nice and straight. Just let that left arm fall. Try to create space between the ear and the shoulder. Inhale, bring everything up. On our exhale, reverse, dropping the right arm down, bringing the left arm to reach over. Think about that chin being tucked slightly back so we still have a solid line in length from the tailbone all the way up to the neck. And inhale, both arms up. And on our exhale, we're folding forward. Reach those hands. At any point, if you need a chair in front of you or a block or anything to help just so that you can totally relax in this pose, always get what you need to assist yourself. And take a deep breath in. And we push it out. We're going to walk our hands over to the left side of the mat. So now I'm reaching my nose towards that left knee. And on your next exhale, get ready to walk the hands over to the right. And bring everything back to the center. We're going to lift halfway so we can place our hands at our shins. We're just lifting, lengthening the spine. And when you exhale, bring it all back down. And then on your inhale, slowly roll everything back up. Very good. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. Now on our exhale, I'd like for you to begin to turn those toes out towards the corners of your mat. So my toes are now at an angle. When I exhale, I'm bending the knees and bending the elbows. Woo, going into a squatted position. We are in our goddess pose. Lifting the chest, opening the chest. Watch those arms, don't let them come in front of you. You want them to be in line with the shoulders. Great job. Really tuck the tummy in, turn the core. Activate the whole body in this pose. In through the nose and push it out. All right, on our exhale, lower the hands down. Fingertips are to the front, pushing on my thighs. Not anything crazy, but just giving a little bit of extra tug there. Trying to lower those hips down just a little bit more. Feeling a little shakiness going on. That's good. It's working. Deep breath in. All right, on our exhale, I'm going to be turning my hands back out the opposite way. So my fingertips are now to the back and my thumbs are forward. And I'm going to begin to drop that right shoulder front. So a gentle twist in the spine. Still giving a little tug on the knees and the thighs. One of my favorite poses. I love twisting in the spine. And inhale to center. On the exhale switch, let's drop that left shoulder to the front. You're not trying to necessarily get any popping. You're just trying to stretch and twist. All right, we're going to inhale. Bring the weight back to the center. I'm going to turn my toes back to the front and collapse over for forward fold. And now I'm going to reach my hands behind me. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Reaching behind, trying to bring those fingertips behind the heels. And bring your hands back to a comfortable spot. And we're going to slowly toe heel, heel toe, toe heel, the feet in. And we're going to bring our toes all the way together. Bring my knees together. There's a slight space in between my heels. And from here, we'll move into a chair pose. So we're going to bend at the knees, begin to send the hips down. And whenever you're ready, we're lifting the arms up overhead, lifting the chest, and acting like we are sitting in a chair without a chair. Whew. Squeeze the body, squeeze the core, squeeze the legs. In through the nose and push it out. One more. In through the nose, lift the chest. Push it out. Try to sit just a little bit deeper. Deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Straighten the legs. And now let's move our feet back to hip width apart. So put space in between the legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Lengthen the spine. Place the hands at the shins. Exhale, draw it back down. bending at the knees, and inhale, roll it all up. Great job, everyone. I'm facing the short side of my mat now, and I'm going to get ready to go into a warrior one. So I'm sending my left foot front, left toes are facing the front and the short side of the mat. And when I'm comfortable, I'm going to step that right foot back. My right foot is down at about 45-degree angle. Heel is on the ground. I like for my heels to be in line with each other, or you can have your heel in line with your back arch. We're going to turn our chest and turn our hips and try to square them off with the short side of the mat and our front leg as much as possible. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Lift with the chest. If you feel like you can go a little deeper, go for it. Keep that knee over the ankle. Find your breath again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. If your lunge is not as deep as mine, that's okay. Just make sure it's feeling good for you. All right, we're going to get ready to open up to a warrior two. So I'm going to turn my chest to the long side of the mat. Lower my arms, palms down. Still watching that knee over the ankle. Really activating that inner thigh and the inner inside of that left leg. All the words sometimes just go, and I can't think of actual words. So we feel it though, right? Good. All right, on my inhale, I'm turning both toes to the front of the mat. On my exhale, I'm going to turn to the right, square my right foot off with the short side of the mat, begin to bend that right knee. Get that heel behind the back toe, chest and hips squared off with the front of the mat, the short side as much as you can, and lift. Try to hinge into it, keeping that knee over the ankle. Deep breath in. And exhale, let's lower the arms and turn into warrior two. So keeping the knees where they are, keeping that nice deep lunge position with your heel on the ground. In through the nose and push it out. Very good. Turning both toes to the front, arms up. Exhale, bring everything down to the mat. Let's begin to heel toe the feet together. And from here, I'm going to lower myself down to the mat so I can drop my hips down, begin to lift my heels and go into a tuck first. And then from here, I can lean to one side and gently bring myself to the ground. And we're going to start in a bound angle pose. So let's draw the balls of the feet together, the heels together in front of us. And let's sit up nice and tall. I've got my hands on my shins, and we're just kind of going to flap your butterfly. I don't know about you guys, it may be showing my age, but this is how we started gym classes in our butterflies, and we would talk about in like early kindergarten, first grade, talk about what color our butterflies are. So think about what color of a butterfly you would be. Deep breath in. All right, when we push it out, we're going to draw the chest down, nose to the toes. Yes. Feel it stretching all the way into the hips. And you can begin to walk the hands out in front of you if you would like. That way you can go a little bit deeper with each exhale. And on our inhale, let's sit everything up. Good. Okay, so from here, I want to keep that left leg and I'm going to bring it in towards the body. So now my left ball of my foot is really close to my right thigh. And then I'm going to try to bring that knee as close to the front of the room as I can. And then we're going to get crazy and pick this right leg up, and I'm going to begin to cross it over the left knee. So this is kind of where you want to get started. This is the beginning of the pose, keeping both hips down on the ground. You're trying to eventually get that right knee on top of the left knee, but this is where you would start. If this feels good and you want more of a challenge, begin to draw that right foot towards the back of the mat and begin to line the knees up. Again, keep both hips on the ground. Don't think that lifting up is the way to go. Keep both hips down and slowly draw the knees together. Both of my feet, balls of my feet are both facing the back of the room. We're going to start holding onto our feet, sitting up tall. And on our exhale, we're going to begin to lean forward. I'm just trying to draw the nose to the knee. Again, if you do want to bring your hands in front of you so that you can help walk yourself down, go ahead. In through the nose and push it out through the mouth. And let's begin to raise up. Okay, so from here, I'm keeping my legs in this weird bound angle, but I'm going to try to get my left foot flat on the ground with my left knee up to the ceiling. So let's try to move that way. My ankle is moving to closer to my knees. And then here we are. So in a figure 4 position. From here, let's use our hands, place them down on the ground behind you so that you can begin to sit up nice and tall. You kind of lose a lot of the meaning whenever you're hunched down. You got to kind of sometimes hunch to get there, but then we want to lift and sit up nice and tall. If you need to extend that foot out in front of you so you can really stretch, go for it. Deep breath in through the nose. Push it out. Good, one more, in through the nose. Let's roll that ankle, push it out, reverse the roll. Great job. And now let's lift that leg off of the knee, and bring those knees together. And let's just wrap our arms around our around our knees for a moment and draw our nose in and just go into a little ball. All right, guys, doing great. We are almost there. So from here, let's bring our right leg in. So now my right ball of my foot is close to my left thigh, drawing the right leg over the knee. And again, we're trying to get our knees as close to each other as possible. You can use those hands to help support you wherever feels good. And when you're ready, deep breath in. And on the exhale, draw the focus forward, lowering the chest down. You can walk those hands forward if you'd like. In through the nose and push it out through the mouth. And slowly begin to sit yourself up. All right, so from here we're drawing that left ankle to the knee, and then we're going to lift the right knee and place that foot flat on the ground and begin to sit yourself up nice and tall. And if you're feeling good, you can always walk that leg in a little closer. If it's too much, you can walk it away. This is all about you. One more deep breath in through the nose and push it out through the mouth. Good, roll that ankle and reverse the roll. All right, everybody, and let's all just relax and go to a nice, comfortable position. All right, sit however you feel best. You can sit in any pose, any way. Just make sure that you can be relaxed. And we'll finish our class today just focusing on our breath for the last few moments. Let's all just sit, close our eyes. Think about sitting up tall. Think about drawing the core in. Sit up proud. You've been here, you've worked for 20 minutes. You've stretched a little bit, you've toned a little bit. Way to go, you guys. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One reason I like to do this breath work, specifically the pushing out through the mouth, one, it helps you just keep yourself focused. If you're thinking about blowing, you're actually really thinking about breathing. And then two, that motion of actively pushing relaxes your jaw and it keeps you from clenching. I find myself a lot of times my jaw is tight, and therefore when I'm posing, I'm holding it tight. But when I have to actually think about blowing, it helps relax that. So just something to think about while you're doing your yoga practice and while you're moving through these poses. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let the face fall and relax. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Check out the YouTube channel. Find all other kind of videos you can enjoy. Be proud of yourself for being here. You just carved out a little bit of time for yourself. And sometimes that's all you need. And sometimes that's all you're missing. So thanks for joining me, you all. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, push it out as hard as you have all day. And let's begin to open our eyes. Begin to wiggle around and move those fingertips. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.